We as bishops and shepherds of God's flock, we are compelled by the divine calling to stand with millions of Kenyans who are continuing to suffer injustices under the brutal hands of our police and by extension, their heartless bosses. The manner with which the government is using the police to harass, maim, and kill those who are presumed to stand on its way is criminal in nature, evil and satanic in its entirety, and that no word is adequate enough to describe it. Our Lord Jesus Christ had taken his good time to visit people both in towns and villages, not for political campaigns, but to respond to their cries, their helplessness and harassment by those in power. Following the command of our Lord Jesus Christ, we stand today and will continue to stand tomorrow with the Kenyans who are treated like rabies-infected wild dogs. When Kenyans demand their rights, they become the enemies of the government, and police is used to harass and silence them. We don't deal with dissent by silencing the people. We come out in the open the way our Lord Jesus Christ did, by responding to their needs, frustrations and helplessness with compassion, not with bullets. Our police, please listen to this message. Even if you feel powerful and indispensable, even if you feel that we don't deserve to address you, you have no choice but to open your ears and listen to what the Lord is telling you today. Please come to terms with the fact that many Kenyans are cursing you every day because of your heartless and callous manner of dealing with the members of the public. And in this kind of behavior that has led into radicalization of our youth as they strive to resist this totalitarianism and its very many manifestations. Most of our youth go to the streets to protest against lawlessness perpetuated by wanton conduct of our security forces. Our words of comfort to all Kenyans who are not feeling safe with the police is simple and clear. Your frustrations have reached the Lord, and it's just a matter of time before these perpetrators of extrajudicial killings will start paying for their wickedness. It cannot be business as usual. A good shepherd must show compassion to all who are marginalized by forces of evil. Our tears will never be shed in vain. And I want to say, as I reiterate this point, I know there is excuse from many police officers that they receive orders from their bosses. To this, we simply say, refuse those orders if they are not human enough, if they are not moral enough, if they are not legal enough. Refuse those orders. And if needs be, you can even resign for the sake of humanity. Or if you cannot do all those things, take back those bullets to your bosses, and all will end there.
acknowledging the fact that the President is a symbol of national unity, we express our disappointment that President William Ruto has virtually failed to stand with ordinary Kenyans who are the target of police brutality. Mr. President, sir, come out and use the powers you have been given by the people of Kenya to bring sanity to our security forces. Time has come that a body like the DCI should be phased out. It has become a dreaded unit used by those in power to harass Kenyans. We cannot and will not keep quiet when a unit of the police paid by the taxpayers' money has become a terror gang licensed to kill. In Kenya today, there is no difference between the DCI and the terror gangs harassing the people. There is a great concern that most terror gangs are hired by those in positions of influence, thus creating a culture of violence, retaliation, and anarchy. It is in public domain that the recent riots in Nairobi, the governor paid goons to disrupt what was otherwise a peaceful demonstration. No action has been taken on the governor, and politicians are just clapping at him. When it reaches a point that people see the police as enemies or their enemy number one, then you know that we have lost the nation to lawlessness. We have become anarchists. Our appeal to you, Mr. President, is to rise up and show leadership by raining sense over your officers. We are annoyed beyond words, and condolences alone is not enough to cool the anger Kenyans have. Police officers must appreciate the fact that there are many jobless Kenyans who are capable of taking their positions. If we are not careful, then a time would come when ordinary Kenyans will defend themselves, and this would be the easiest way of destroying a civil nation. Guns are not toys for play. They are instruments of death that should not be trusted with the caliber of police officers we are seeing today. IPOA has failed Kenyans, and it is seen as a toothless dog that can't bite, but can talk louder enough to confuse the nation that it is working. Let all machineries of the state that are funded by the taxpayers be allowed to do their work without interference.
An attempt to drive Kenyans the freedom of expression as enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights of 1948 and cushioned in our national constitution is an upfront dictatorship, and here stand condemned. Every human being has a right to be heard, and an avenue must be opened for every Kenyan to express their views within the law. The emerging threats to social media users as an affront to these unalienable rights of expression. Let those who also take advantage of social media to abuse others without substantiation be warned of consequences that will follow. We also want to advise the leadership of this country that every reader is subjected to public scrutiny, and anyone who feels that he or she is above the people's scrutiny should vacate their offices. They should not use public resources to defend themselves or threaten others. In conclusion, we stand by the message of St. Matthew to demand accountability from the highest office in the land on matters of police brutality. Please take note that the police officers are paid by the taxpayers' money, not the government. They are our brothers and sisters. They live in our neighborhood and their families are our families. Don't create a retaliatory situation by giving despicable orders which are inhuman and dreadful in nature. Allow the junior officers to be human in their behavior. We need our humanity back. As church leaders, we shall continue praying for the nation and preach tolerance, justice, and compassion.
One Bishop duto mae Nyanza mag Anglican Church wase lemo kendo wase puonjore e weche mag Nyasaye mi Nyasaye ofwenyonwa gimonego wanyis jopiny kaluwore gi weche madhi nyime e pinywa masani moloyo nek matimore oyaye ma polise tiyo gi bunde mana ka gima bunde gin katonja ma ginyalo nego ga nega ng'ato sasa ma giparo. Gima wawacho en ni Ruodhwa Yesu Kristo ne wuothe mier matindo gi madongo, to kake nomedo wuotho kuma ji nitie, noyudo ka nitie jomoko mane ywak, jomoko mane sando, jomoko mane thago nikech gionge duol, to noneno negi kech. He showed compassion to them. Omiyo ok notemo nyonogi. Kiyudo kinyono jomoko, kihinyo jomoko, to in tiji en kelo negi kwe, kelo negi geno. So ngima mar jatelo, mar jakwath en miyo ji geno. Ni kata bende nyono kamano onyalo miyo gi kech. Omiyo jatelo mar piny kata mar kamora mora ma entie, tije en neno ni ji oyudo kech, ok ni inyonogi. To kendo wawuoyo bende e weche mag tij jatelo kaka president, ker ma piny. Ker ma piny wanyiso ni owe ninda ming'a. Wasewinjo twak mage kuom higni mang'eny, kata kuom kinde mang'eny. Owuoyo taf, to kwane ka wuoyo nenero kelonwa kwe e piny, kelo konyruok e kind rahia to gi polis. Polise pod nego mana ji. Ok onego bende ng'ama osemaki dhi tho e lwet polis. Onego bende ka polis kanyo e kama inie gi kwe moloyo, inie gi safety moloyo. To ka omaki, to ine makende kori loki kendo na maiti, to president to ling'a. Wadwa neno ni jok ma polise madongo mose bedo ka nyanyasa rahia giki, okawnegi atua mowinjore. Nikech jogi komagi bunde to be ginagina kaka wan, to gidwa misuse bunde magin go, emomiyo koro ineno ka ji oluoro polise. Giweye bunde no piny mondo chuo orome e pap, o gibibedo dhano. To kaponi mano e ngima ma gidware mondo wadhiye, to wabiro wacho ne jo rahia ni ng'ato ka ng'ato odwar yo monyalo jikinga go himself. To kwachope okang' no, to ng'euru ni piny okethore. Nikech abende abiro dwaro bunde, nikech ang'e ni bunde ma polis nigo, abe abiro dwaro bunde mondo aritrago. To ka koro ji duto nigi bunde, nikech koro iluoro polis, ubiro chalo na kaka Amerika. Amerika ung'e ni ng'ato ka ng'ato nyalo bedo gi bunde. To ka piny osechopo kama ng'ato ka ng'ato bende nyalo bedo gi silaha, to ng'euru ni koro waonge gi piny. Emomiyo wakwayo president ni nyaka owinj gik ma jopiny wacho, mondo polise ma osebedo motogi e ki ogolgi oko, mondo rahia obedie gi kwe. Polise odwa mi teko moloyo kata na teko momi chik, to ok wanyal dak kamano. Kendo gima wawacho kendo en wach mar thuolo mar wuoyo, freedom of expression. Ng'ato ka ng'ato nigi haki ne mar wacho kaka owinjo. Kama owinjo ka idhiye en gi haki mar wuoye. Omiyo gimoro tinde nitie ni social media en e platform ma rahia nyalo wuoye, ng'ato nyalo wacho gi kaka owinje. Nikech joma nyalo address media kaka wan gitin. To jo media bende kinde mang'eny iyudo ni gihero mana wacho gik ma josiasa wacho. To gima wan wawacho omiyo ugaloga ni jo kanisa oling, to kanisa be yalo mna gik modwaro ni kanisa yal. To ok ukawgi, koro ka kanisa kok ukawgi, to ukaw mar josiasa, to koro wacho ni jo kanisa oling. Ok walinga, uwinja maber jokama. Ok waling, wawuoyo ga wuoya. En ni ka bishop ong'injo wuoyo, to kata mana gavana Nyong'o wuoyo, to mar gavana Nyong'o emimako, to mar bishop ong'injo makonyo piny ni to maki. Omiyo ubende konywa uru, nikech unegowa ni waling to ok waling. To gima wachako wacho kendo ni social media ng'eny bende ji osetiyo kode marach mar yanyo jowetegi. Awakwayo jo Kenya moloyo jowa matindo, wati gi social media e yo makare. Ok yanyo ji, ok kelo athuwe. Nikech iyudo ka ng'ato nyalo kawo gimoro to keto kuwi maduong' e social media, to ka jomoko osesomo to galo ni mani adiera, to kare gino bor gadiera malich. Omiyo wakwayo ni kata wanyiso jo sirkal nowe jo Kenya thuolo, ta wanyiso jo Kenya, jo piny, gibende giti gi social media e yo maber. Koro mago e gik ma wawacho odiochieng' ma kawuono. Thank you.